still love that intro. Morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Hello. Good morning and welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing? How are you all doing?
Well, just swell.
I'm very well this morning. Yes, I've done a bit of DIY this morning. Benji managed to put a hole in the fence, so I've had to patch that.
With the razor wire.
Yeah, I expect I'll get a bit of a rollicking when Marion comes home and sees what I've patched it with. But there you go.
You've not used your umbrella or something, have you?
No. It's a bit of an offcut from when I did the desk in here. It's white, but it's only temporary till we replace the panel.
Yeah.
And I've been working on my Chinook.
Ooh, lovely.
I've now got the underneath in, just
Nice.
this minute.
So all that work you did on the inside cannot be seen.
You can see it.
You can, just about, yeah.
You can see it, and
nice.
Cool.
So, and I thought I'd carry on doing this morning because it is going to be a funny. It's going to be part of the hobnob build. So,
ooh, yeah.
I'm only here for the first hour because I've got a face-to-face session to run.
Are you going to have it hovering above Fort Hobnob?
Let's put it like
with some minions fast roping out of it.
It's going to. I've got this, which is a baby bell netting for cheese, which I'm going to have underslung. Not obviously all of it. I'm going to cut it down.
Yeah,
there will be some supplies in there.
Ah, nice.
I'm not saying what the supplies will be, but it's a hobnob build.
Teeny tiny little hobnobs.
I'm going to try and 3D print some hobnob boxes.
I'm eating the Australian equivalent of hobnobs, Kingston biscuits. They're like hobnobs.
What that packet is the other ones, the Tim Tams.
Yeah.
Tim Tams. Yeah.
And what is the snifter of choice tonight, John?
Oh, it'll be the same old gack from the cube.
Can't be that bad. You're always on it.
You've been all chavvy again.
Chavvy.
Fantastic.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, by the way, I watched the video this morning.
Wait, what video?
The video of the dance.
Oh.
I can't sing it because I'll get told off. The one that's on the Discord of our dance.
Oh, yeah.
Dance Monkey.
Dance Monkey.
Yeah. I thought when you said I watched the videos, I'm like, hang on a minute. Wife's been out and you've been doing some DIY. What videos have you been watching?
No. I haven't had time. I've had to repair fences and all sorts of shizzle like that. But anyway,
shizzle.
I do think that's going to be us in 2027.
Yeah.
Especially
I
John
noticed the way there was an old man sat in a chair with a stick.
Yeah. He's also the only one without a beard.
Yeah, he's also the youngest one. The youngest one of them as well.
Yeah. So,
Anyway.
John, what have you been working on?
You mean away from this build?
Yes.
All right. So I've been working on where to put it?
Life.
Oh, it's up there somewhere. I tend to put things away when I sort of in between. So there we go.
Wait, please.
That one. I'm doing,
nice.
Doing that one.
Nice. I've got the Airfix desert one.
Oh yes, yeah, very cool. And it's beautiful so far. It's a lovely build. So I've got the wing together, so that'll be the floor of the cockpit, and of course the wheel wells are together, and so far so good. But that's about it. I've just started, as you know, because I've stopped doing the MiG-23 for reasons. but I won't talk about the reasons.
People go on about the Spitfire and its elliptical wing and what a beautiful wing it is. The old Hurricane wing isn't that bad.
No.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah.
I like it. I like the Hurricane.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it was made with dope.
Yeah. So apart from that, so what I'll be continuing is the Kugelpanzer.
Are you going to get the parts round the right way today?
Well, probably not, because
is that the ball, the cricket ball?
Yeah.
It's the ball. It's the ball.
Right, when you said Kugelpanzer, I thought, shit, have I got the wrong day?
I think you need to show. I think you need to show Gary how far you've got with it.
Panzer, I'm thinking of, aren't I?
Kugel. Now, sorry, I just had to plug my other camera in. It was unplugged because reasons
used for other things.
There we are. So, right. So it's the interior. Oh, it's an interior kit. So
yeah.
Yeah. So what have we got? The engine and the drive wheel and the drum brakes. Yada yada yada. So what goes on now is what I had done is I had put one of these on backwards.
That's unlike you, John.
Yeah, so I had to cut it off, and then at the end of last week's show is basically then put it back in place using a couple of shims because where I cut it off. But that's all back on now. So I've got those two. They're gunner positions up the top. And these are other gunner positions. One looking, what's forward? I guess that's forward. So one shooting backwards and one shooting forwards, different direction seats. But this will be the driver's seat that goes there, and he'll have his little tillers and all sorts of stuff. So that I'll be finishing this off hopefully, a bit more today. So,
excellent.
And then once that then gets cleaned up, so it's these last bits I'm putting on like that seat and all that, and then it goes on to the inside of the balls. And I was thinking, because I'm doing a cricket ball, I was thinking, I'll do it like cork colours because the inside of cricket balls is cork. Yeah. By a strange coincidence, there's a show on ABC TV that I watched yesterday called Dr. Carl. How does it work? And he showed how cricket balls are made at the Kookaburra factory. So the centre bit of cork is only about that big, and the rest of it is like string and leather and all that sort of stuff like that. So I think I'll just paint it probably this colour because that's probably the colour of the string or something like that. So I may not do it a cork colour. I haven't really decided yet.
Cool.
It makes sense for the inside of a tank as well.
Yeah, because the lighter it is in there, the more they'll see because they're sitting in the balls. So yeah, so that's it. I'll be continuing with the driver's seat.
Nice.
What about Tiffers?
I need to step away for a moment. I just have to ask my darling wife something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in a moment.
All right, buddy.
So I have been working on.
Look at that.
My Dodge Charger, and I got.
That is some nice work there.
Mm.
Is that Vin Diesel's?
It is, yes.
Yeah, done
see, Fast and Furious, the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on that, and then if I can find them, I haven't primed them, so I'm just gonna pop some black paint on them and just use that. I've got my little pug.
Oh, your pug riders and
cool. I've got those guys.
Moonstone. Lovely. Excellent.
Yeah. Very good, Modest.
Mikey.
Yes.
What have you been doing?
Hi. What have I been doing?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm really worried about the fact that your left boob keeps bouncing up and down.
That's because I'm when I sit here, my leg shakes.
Ah, right. Well, I carried on working on that. Well, actually, no, I lied. Right, I'll tell you what. I'll show you what I did. Well, some of it. I can't show all of it because the rest of it's the other side of the room. So I primed the diorama for today.
That's come together.
It actually looks really cool now that it's all primed.
Yeah.
And I've carried on working on the Land Rover. So I finished the chassis for the Land Rover. So next Monday I can start putting the bodywork on it, and floor pans and things, which would be cool. Because I forgot how much I enjoy working on the Land Rover models, even if it is a Revell one. No, it's a Ariel. It's actually not a bad kit.
No. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Hooray.
So,
let's change camera.
I was going to do something then. Hang on.
New singing.
I wanted to sing that bloody video that I was. So
we have a lot to chat to get through.
We do. June says, it seems there was an arms race of sorts. Laugh out loud, second comment. I think that's in relation to who's first to comment. Don't worry, John. Don't break out into a sweat now. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. Possibly the third comment. Peter says, I lost track of who's first when. Laugh out loud. It's a fun tradition. Let's agree on that. It is. June says, good day, Duke.
Good day, Duke. Duke is in the house.
June says, sounds like a plan, Hagrid.
P-word.
Jim says, good morning from a chilly and rainy Chicagoland area.
Good morning, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
And he says, good day, Duke. He says, hello to Hagrid and Duke and Julian. And Sonic says, hey, guys. Hello, Sonic.
Hey, guys.
You mad so-and-so. Jim says, good morning, Sonic. David's in. He says, good morning, all. Good morning, David.
Morning, David.
Jim, hello, Modman and our gracious hosts. Hello, Jim.
Morning.
Scott,
good morning.
Good day, everyone. And is it windy there, John?
No, I'm good 700 kilometers south of the hurricane that's hitting Brisbane.
Jim says, hello, Scott and David. Julian says, hi, Jim Striped Skunk. Dieter, they are Arnolds.
Arnolds. They are Arnolds.
Make your mind up.
Julian says, hi, Sonic. And hi, David. And hi, Scott. Sonic says, hey, Jimbo and Julian. Scott, hi, Jim. Scott, hey, Julian. Julian, DIY, destroy it yourself in Gary's case, ably assisted by a shelf. Jim, regarding Hurricane models, Hobby Boss announced the release of the Hurricane Mark 2D with a 40mm cannons, aka tin openers.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Dieter says, Uncle Ozzy is having a ball with his Kugel.
It's, yeah. I like scratching the Kugel. It's nice.
Jim says, that is my favorite version of the Hurricane. There we go.
Yeah.
Jim says, laugh out loud. I do. David says, hi, Julian. Julian, ooh, I like this too, Jim. The flying can or tin opener. There we go. Dieter, interesting. The Kugel Panzer had room for more than 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They were quite popular because when everyone in there was having a ball.
You know what? That was so bad. I should have thought of it myself.
Message from Nia, who says, "Hi, Uncles Dragon, Shelfie, Aussie, Dukes, Jules, and Auntie Modbin. Hello, Nia. Hoe is het met klein Nia vandaag?" There we go.
Morning, Nia.
Hi, Nia.
Hello, Nia. We've missed you, Nia. That's right. It was a near miss.
Oh, God.
Julian says, "Aussie cricket balls are made from kookaburras. Do the Aussie RSPCA know that?"
Dad jokes are out in bloody force today.
You're not wrong. Dieter says, "We're getting ready to drive out for today, but not without checking in with the big Nia hugs." Big hugs to you as well. Sonic says, "Minion moves." And Dieter says, "Hi, Uncle Jim, Sonic, and Ellis." June says, "Morning, Mikey, Tiff, Gary, evening, John."
Morning.
Sonic says, "Hey, Haggy." Julian says, "Hi, Nia." Jude says, "Good day, Nia." Scott says, "Julian, that's where we get the kookaburras from." So cricket balls are actually just kookaburra eggs.
Yeah.
Duke says, "Julian, that'd be a fun rumour to start."
It's ground up kookaburra.
Yeah, you heard it here first, people. Duke says, "Julian, it's the kookaburras that make the balls bounce so much." Julian, I'm being facetious, Scott. I know it's quite unlike me, polishes Halo. Julian, laugh out loud, Duke. David, hi to all our hosts. Hello, David.
Hello.
David.
Steve's in. He says, "Just popped in to say hello, my old flowers. Off to the doctors in 10 minutes. Bye for now." All right, buddy.
Here's Steve.
Nigel says, "Morning, all. We all okay?" We are indeed.
Morning, Nigel. Yes, the rash is clearing up nicely.
Julie says, "Is scratching the kugel a euphemism, John?"
Yeah. Why not? You'll never know.
Jim says, "Hello, Steve and Nigel." And Dieter says, "Nia has had a good night. She near missed kicking me when I woke her up."
Right back at you.
Good girl. Ooh, there we go. Dieter says, "Everyone's having a great ball today. Nia is looking forward to speaking herself." Nice. So,
Nice.
what we're going to do is, because Nia's obviously she's only 9, and it can be a bit intimidating. Lots of people talking to her and stuff like that. What we're going to do is we're going to do a special session for Nia on Discord where it's just the panel members and Nia and Dieter, so that she can do a modelling session with us.
That sounds really good.
We've got to arrange that.
Yes, we will. It's going to be closer to Easter, I think Dieter said.
Post-Easter.
Yeah, well, closer to Easter. So, yeah, somewhere around that time. But, yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I could be really silly and have lots of laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we always?
Yeah. Julie says, "Hi, Nigel."
Yeah, I just want to applaud Airfix here. I'm building this Chinook, as you all know, and they give you a little template here for drilling some holes in the top. So you don't glue it on; it just slots on, and it slots into place. And you drill the holes where you need to drill the holes, and bang on, Airfix. The alignment is spot on in the middle where you can't really see, can you? There's a lump there which has a hole exactly in the middle, and it's spot on.
Nice.
So well done, Airfix.
So are the holes for different parts for different versions?
Aerials and things like that, I think.
Right. Well, that's very cool.
Because there's a spine that you put down, which I'll be putting down there in a minute. So I think.
Yeah. Is that the 172 Airfix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a very nice kit.
I do like Chinooks. They're cool. Nigel says, I never knew kookaburras had balls. How do you think they reproduce? They're internal on birds.
Well,
apologies, Neil.
Yes.
I take it. Is everyone familiar with the kookaburra's laugh?
Doesn't it live in an old gum tree?
Well, it does. It does, in
Merry,
fact.
merry, 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 merry Lee.
Merry King of the Bush is he, in fact.
Yeah. Don't they have a sort of a cackle?
Yeah. Like a cackle. It's pretty wonderful. Like we've got kookaburras everywhere around here. Like, so the area I live, one of the Aboriginal names for it is place of the tall trees. So with so many trees around, like the bird life here is phenomenal. It's one of my real joys of living here.
Yeah.
And surrounded by kookaburras. They tend to not sing at night, which is why you'd never hear it. But yeah.
We have the same problem in magpies. Only that's just awful.
Well, at least the kookaburras are considerate of the people around them.
Yeah. Unlike people.
So if you're not familiar with it, this is it here.
Careful about showing videos on YouTube, John.
That's all right. It's just a bird.
Not that we can hear it. It just looks like it's laughing.
Yeah, that's what they do, isn't it?
Yeah, we can't hear it. That's my point.
Okay. All right. It's just a bloody big kingfisher. And like a sacred kingfisher is a Qatari. It's is in Australia and New Zealand.
Spitfires.
They do.
Anyway, June says you'll never know. Grateful for small mercies, John. Martin says, "How do, Martin?
How do happen? How are they?"
Sonic says, "Is there a place in Australia called Cookburg?"
Cookburg.
No. Don't know. No. But yeah, that should.
You do realise Edinburgh is the only people in the world that pronounce Burgh as butter, right?
Butter.
It's a butter.
Everyone else pronounce it Berg.
Well, no, it's Edinburgh.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like Middlesbrough.
Borough.
Well, no, Borough, Middlesbrough is spelled Borough.
Yeah. Anyway, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
No, but you think there would be a Kookaburra, but there is not.
Dita says she's looking forward to it. Excellent. As in, Near's looking forward to our little session. Junior says that sounds like a great idea, Mikey. A junior edition, yeah. It's just that it can get a bit too overwhelming for people when there's too many people, or youngsters. When there's too many people in the group, and we're the people she sees all the time on the screen. So, Duke says Sonic's there. It's a place called Cockatoo.
Yes, Cockatoo.
Matt says, Mikey, loving the sub diorama in the black undercoat. Thank you, buddy. Julian, there's a place called Cookburg in Pennsylvania. Wrong country, of course. Julian said, agreed, Martin. Morning, by the way. Mark says, good morning, everyone. Bit busy, but watching when I can. No problems, buddy.
Morning,
Julian says, Gary, I think your camera is mirrored. Models for Heroes is backwards.
It's the right way around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me have a look.
No, it's the right way around.
Yeah. No, it's all right way around now.
Right,
Yeah.
I just say that's taken 24 minutes for someone to notice that.
According to the song, Kookaburra is gay. Happy. Yay.
Yeah. Gay your life must be. Yeah.
Yeah. Graham says, morning all. Hope you're all well. Hello, Graham.
Good morning, Graham.
Yeah.
Morning.
Martin just said what Johnson said. June said Middlesbrough. I thought there was another O. Apparently not. Yeah, so that's spelled Brough.
There you
go. Matthew says, "Morning all. Sister stays in Queensland. My last visit, I used to spend hours on their deck. Bird life was fantastic. Family of cookies used to come for food. Oh, nice." Yeah. June says, "Hi, Mark. Hi. I can finally do some work. Yay." Oh, maybe not. Sam's Trains Officials. Oh, hang on. I watch Sam's Trains Officials. I'm sure I do. Hang on. Is that the same Sam Train I think that I watch? I really like that channel.
We don't know.
Hang on a minute. I've got to check it out.
Sam's Trains Official says, "Middleborough, when your brother is the middle sibling."
Middleborough, yeah.
Also, welcome to the channel.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Julian says, "Shows how much attention we pay to you, Gary."
Well, I am just used to it.
It is. It is the same YouTube channel I watch. He does some really good videos on model trains.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry, I didn't realise he was watching. Cool. Julian says, "Shows how much attention we pay to Gary." Joking.
Yeah.
Julian says, "Hi, Matthew."
I've gone through 60 years on this planet with people not paying attention to what I say. So,
What?
Oh, should we get the fiddle out?
Just an annoying sort of background noise. It sounds like white noise. It's
annoying background whine.
Yeah, just some background noise.
No, I am subscribed to you, so.
Oh, that's swell.
There you go. I am subscribed. There you go. June says, "Hi, Sam." Modders has put the YouTube link in. Sonic puts subbed. And Mark puts, "Julian, how are you getting on?" And Julian says, "Not bad, thank you." There we go. We're caught up again. Isn't it wonderful?
Lovely.
Yes.
So there's a 50-50 chance of me getting this wrong.
Oh, that'd be increased if I was doing it.
No, I did it the first time.
Yeah. Lots of lovely Steam Train videos on there. Yes. Right. I can control over that. Right. Let's go for the white. Actually, I can just use white primer. I don't use much of that anyway. White primer. White wash. White primer. There you go. Right.
There are any followers of Just Making Conversation? There's a new podcast out. It's on YouTube at the moment. I'm not sure whether it's gone up on Spotify or wherever you.
I know it's on YouTube.
I know it's on YouTube because I watched it this morning.
Yes, I watched it last night. Martin says, "Excuse my ignorance, but what kit is John building?"
It is. Let me show you. It is a mini art. That one, Kugelpanzer.
Yeah.
Full interior kit. So it's obviously as you see it, it's all that stuff on the inside.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I need that.
Oh, they're interesting, I must say.
Not bloody sticking together.
Today is going to be a painting day. Yay. Close drawer. Oh. There you go. Couldn't get drawers to close on. Julie says 16 watching, 10 likes. Oi, 6 of you.
Oh, I've done it again.
Oh?
Time for a
scared
word.
the bloody life out of me then.
Hey?
You scared the bloody life out of me then, the way you shouted.
That wasn't a shout.
I wasn't quite paying attention. I was like, Mark says, Julian, better now I'm over the cold I had. Just watched Lake and Heath F-16s and F-35s come back in. Nice. Martin says, has anyone been to the big NEC model show? It looks expensive. And parking is extortionate.
I was there last year supporting Models for Heroes, as I will be this year. And it was very expensive to park there. But what I did is I came, because I live in Telford, excuse me, I came down on the train to the Birmingham International Railway Station and walked it. It wasn't that far.
Yeah.
I think it was like £19 for a day's parking.
Which is ridiculous. But I suppose it stops people who on the surrounding area parking there.
Yeah,
they can't find a parking space elsewhere.
It does have the potential. I mean, the first one last year was very good, heavily orientated towards railways, but there was quite a lot of scale model stuff there, and I think they're looking to get the balance right.
Yeah,
it was a good day. I'm there for all 3 days this year. Set up on the Saturday and Sunday.
You'll have fun there.
Yeah, so what? 3 days with Mr. Mayfield.
Yeah. You're going to have sore ears.
And I think Skiffins is coming as well. So
yeah. Sam says, I went to the NEC show in about 1996. It was good, but it was 20 years ago.
Okay. What is the NEC show? Where is it?
In Birmingham.
So what's NEC stand for?
National Exhibition Centre. It was a good show.
Basically, it makes Telford look like a tiny town hall.
Yeah, but the show wasn't as big as Telford.
No.
I think one of the things they had a full. Well, it was an actual locomotive in there.
Yeah.
A diesel locomotive. They got in there on a.
It was a baby Deltic or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so big. I think it took up too much space.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mute for a minute. No, I'm not. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, God, here we go.
June says, I was outside 2 days ago and there was a damn loud bang about 4 p.m. Afterwards, I realised it was probably some Egypt going supersonic when they weren't supposed to come along. Possibly. They could have been doing a rapid, quick response or something. Quick reaction force. Because I think... Correct me if I'm wrong, Gary, but aren't the QRF the only ones that have got the authority to go supersonic over mainland UK?
Yes, the QRA. And even then, excuse me.
It's got to be authorised, doesn't it?
It's still got to be authorised, yeah. So there was an incident a few months ago with an Indian aircraft, Air India, I think, had a bomb threat. And they scrambled 2 Typhoons from Coningsby.
Yeah.
And they were authorised to go supersonic over land.
Yeah.
And they escorted it into Stansted, I believe.
Yeah. Jim says, we just subbed to channel Sam. Took a quick look at your video menu. Looks like some good stuff. We'll view later this morning. There we go. Jim says,
put it in twice.
Sonic says, wasn't me. Gary Evans, he says, morning troops, late on parade again. So
Gary.
Gary.
If you want to come up, Gary, you can do. I can send you the link.
I'm just muting for a second.
Yeah. I messaged you as well before Waitrose on Facebook.
I'm bloody rude. I was talking to my wife, and my daughter rang her, so she spoke to her instead.
Outrageous.
Dare she?
Martha says, thanks for the info about the ball panzer. Wasn't that a what if? I suppose my question is it worth it? If the show isn't as good as Telford, I don't think I'd go. Getting the train and walking, no.
Is it as good? It's not as big as Telford. It has potential to be as good. But the parking is extortionate.
Yeah.
The other half of the question, this Kugel Panzer is a what if, but there was actually a Kugel Panzer that looks nothing like this. That they don't know anything about really, but it was German, but found in Japan and is now in Russia in a museum, but nobody knows anything about it. It's round, but it doesn't look anything like this.
Yeah. There we go. Graham says, morning, Gary. Well, in the new wing. All well in the new wing, sorry. June says, I thought that too, Mikey, but there are no active military airfields near me. Besides, I thought the QRF would be headed east, not west. No, they could head anywhere in UK territorial waters.
They very often have practice QRAs from Coningsby in the southwest approaches, and they very often fly with the French.
Yeah.
And the Drakens that do a lot of the flights over the North Sea for the Typhoons to practice intercepts on also are operate out of Bournemouth Herne.
Yeah. You also got to bear in mind as well, Gillian, is that you got things like the Mac Loop and things in mid Wales, so they'd come in from the south and go work their way up north. And also they can be called out, like I say, as long as it's in British territorial waters and stuff, they can, or international waters, they can go all the way out over the Atlantic if they want to. Sonic says those model rail exhibitions in the SECC, in Glasgow are pretty good. Haven't been in years though. There you go. Julian says, morning, Commander Evans. Talking of late on parade, I've just watched Monday Matters and it's Tuesday. Martin, I've walked from the station, etc. when I had both legs, but not now. And given my most recent experience of trains as a disabled person, it wasn't great.
No.
Sure.
And apparently Gary's screwing things today into the wall.
Ah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, he's got white stripes on his head again.
Yeah. It's something
Just
to do with you lot.
No, it's word association.
You've brainwashed me. No, that needs a brain to do that, doesn't it? I've just realised something I've stuffed up on. Oh, I can get away with it.
Oh,
Coming on the show.
I haven't done the detailing of the pipework in the back of the Chinook, but luckily it's a cavernous entrance, so I'll be able to do it.
Ooh. Is that what you call it? There's always one.
What, cavernous entrance?
Oh,
No, that's what he said. The guy said, by the way, a viewer just sent me a Qatari Spitfire among other gifts. Feeling very lucky. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
your viewers send you gifts? My God. All we get is rotten fruit.
It is a very nice build, I must admit.
If you would like to send Gary a sympathy presents.
Send up to me, I'll pass them on.
Yeah, honest.
Couple of presents. I've got a couple of presents being delivered today. Presents that I bought myself.
Ah, so it's not Marion that's bought me then.
No, she bought me the chair.
Ah, so it's your birthday present to yourself.
No, but I don't. Well, I suppose it is in a way.
Yeah. Duke says, "You lucky man, Gary." That's the point. It's your birthday in the next couple of weeks, isn't it?
Who?
Yours.
End of the month.
Yeah.
61.
And then it's my birthday. I think it's my birthday like 2 weeks later, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay. Guess what? My birthday's not on a live day.
No?
Oh, shit.
No, it's on Saturday this year.
Mine's on a Thursday.
Does that mean we get to have a party?
Party?
Yeah. Martin says, Posty has just rammed something through my letterbox. Now I have a very creased copy of April's edition of Airfix Model World.
I wondered where that comment was going to go then.
So did I. Duke says it's cheaper to send John a present. Does that count? Yeah, you can send John a present if you want.
Oh no, I've got all I need from my friend Duke.
Bless you. So it is literally Gary that doesn't get presents.
Who?
You.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I get presents.
Not off viewers, you don't.
No, buy them for myself.
Yeah.
I put it down to my it's one of the effects of the strokes that I had. If I see something and I want it, I buy it.
That's your excuse and you're sticking to it.
And then I take the bollocking later.
I like it. Sonic, golden rule, it has to be a squeaky chair.
No. I've got a nice quiet chair now. I've got a bomb site of a man cave, but I've got a nice quiet chair.
Nice.
I might have a tidy up day soon.
Yeah. Well, why not? Whatever floats your boat, mate.
Don't say boats!
Oh, yeah, they're cursed in your house, aren't they?
Boat, you look boat face.
Shelfie McShelfhead.
June says, talking of sending YouTubers things, I've been meaning to ask if there are a couple of close together, is it worth setting up a shared PO box to maintain privacy? As in, if there are a couple of
like YouTubers.
Yeah.
No, none of us are that close.
Anywhere near.
No. We're miles away.
Yeah.
Thousands in John's case.
I mean, if we were close, then yeah, that would be ideal. But yeah.
Free Veterans International Trading. New York, London, and Peckham.
Sonic says, good idea, Julian. Kindly donate DJ equipment to TIFF. Jim says, Gary, are you painting the Schnook as the box art version?
Well, here we go. No such thing as a short story on this channel, is there? My original plan excuse me, was and probably still will paint it as Bravo November, the famous Boglands Chinook, which is now sitting in the museum at Cosford, just down the road from me. But I was thinking this morning when I was watching Just Making Conversation, James Skiffins has made Malcolm a Models for Heroes Seeking.
Yeah.
And he's done such a good job on it. I thought, could I? But then again, I don't think I could do as good a job as James has done. So
I'm sure you could.
It's probably going to be Bravo November with the wraparound camo with the underslung load of hobnobs.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Junior says it's easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission.
It is.
Junior says laugh out loud, Sonic. And Martin says, carries trash in the place.
I dropped my Chinook.
Oh, no. Not having much luck lately, are you?
No, actually, it's a pretty solid lump at the moment. There are no lumps and bumps on there yet. So,
yeah. Martin says, my leg has finished charging. Yes, my leg is powered by hydraulic ram and tiny servos, so it has to be charged. It's time to walk Bert, my dog. So, TTFN. See you later, buddy.
See you later, mate.
June says, is there a silent V in the acronym? In that acronym, Gary? I do know. Matthew says, John, are you outside of Cyclone Alfred?
Yes, it's at Brisbane, which is about 700 odd kilometres north of me. So it's all good.
See how they worry about you, John.
Yeah, but friend of the channel, Tim lives there. So I haven't heard any updates or whatever, but they're all sort of like battening down the hatches, and
they're all in their little bunkers.
Yeah,
hattening down the batches. Right, now that's interesting. Come on.
Jim says, enjoy the walkies with Bert. Dave, the Flying Dutchman's in. He says, good day all. Howdy, bench folk. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Jim says, hello, Dutchman. And Julian says, hi, Dutch. There we go. We are caught up again.
Oh, crap.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. 31.
I was watching videos on how to do these sea dioramas last night. And about halfway through one of them, I suddenly came to a realization I don't actually have any sea blue or clear blue. And I was running out of gloss.
Yeah, but if it's a grey day.
Yeah. Oh no, the sea blue is like a grey, greeny blue colour. So it's not like a Pacific blue. Which is weird because you think it would be.
It's not specifically correct.
Aye. So I've had to order some of that. Oops. Bloody paintbrushes. Oh. Benji's on the loose again.
Yeah, Benji's probably barking at me for ruining his handiwork.
No. Stupid boy. Watch that off.
I think he's been bought in. So I'm going to 10 minutes. I'm going to have to go in a minute and run my face-to-face session with the Models for Heroes boys.
Yeah.
The Gomery Community Centre, 13:30 to 16:30. Be there or be somewhere else. Oh. But I will be around tomorrow. Your day off tomorrow, Mikey.
I know. Don't know what I'll do with myself.
Well, I've got a shitty, bloody, stupid appointment at 8 o'clock.
To be fair, I'll probably just catch up. Stuff.
Too true, Julian.
Mikey says we caught up again. Gary says, "Oh crap, we need to chat more to stop Mikey catching up and keep Gary happy." Yeah, I would rather play catch up outside the stream and have the analytics up than sit there and just model and have nothing to do or say. Sonic says, "Oh look, another comment." Duke says, "Oh dear, Mikey, you'll have to watch the movie again to get the watercolor matched." I watched it last night, actually. But yeah, like I say, it's not an exact match to the film. It's my interpretation of it, so my version of it. Oops. So yeah, Martin says Bert just heard Benji and is now barking and looking for another dog in the house.
Apologies, Martin.
Pedro.
Pedro. This is the scroll. Copyrighted by blooming Roll Britannia now.
Oh, they already know. You know the F off Captain bit.
Yeah,
they already know that we say that to each other in Discord. And they actually, because I told them about it, and they actually think it's great. The group of veterans are saying that, using their catchphrase to each other.
Oh, there you go. So just before I go,
yes,
we'll just swap cameras and let you know what I've done so far today, or what I've done.
You know, me and John are staying working too much together when we both go years at the same time.
So put the underneath of the Chinook together. That's sitting there quite nicely, and it just drops into place. It's such a lovely fit. I put the spine along the top. That's on, which covers up all the glue marks and the seam. And I've put the discs in, ready for the rotor heads to go in.
Nice.
Some good progress. It's a nice solid lump, and as I say, I've got the detailing on the inside of the rear of the cargo hold there to do, but there's plenty of room for me to get in there with an AK pen.
Nice.
There you go. Well, enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
Shall do.
I will see you guys, if not tomorrow, I will see you Thursday.
Yes, you certainly will.
But I will be around tomorrow. So
yes,
I am streaming tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Oh, are you?
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be Sunday, but I needed to go out and do some family stuff. So,
oh, I might try and get in on that as well then.
Sure.
Anyway, have a good day, everybody.
You too, buddy.
See you later.
Who's Gary?
Just try and get out of this now by doing that, and bye.
There you go. Julian says the Battery Sergeant Major in It Ain't Half Hot Mum was supposed to be a Cockney, but they were so impressed with Windsor Davis's audition they changed the character to South Walian. Yeah, good choice. Gary Stuff says, was it watch it, Dodge? You're speaking to a superior officer. No, sir, merely a higher ranking one. Yeah, I love that one. Sonic, did Gary just say a nice solid lump in the rear? Oh dear Lord. Sonic, there's a 9-year-old watching.
Bad condition.
Jim says, Julian, I found a channel that has some scenes of various episodes of An 8.5 Hot Mum. Yeah. I've got the DVD box set. It's funny. And he says, be seeing you, Gary.
I am having trouble getting this exhaust pipe mounted how they want it.
Ah, okay. I think that bush is a bit connected.
Crikey, blimey.
Crikey, blimey.
Yeah. I wonder.
Oh.
I had glued this on once before. There's no wonder it had fallen off. It's not real. Yeah, it's not a pin or socket or groove or tab. You know what I mean? It just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for God's sake.
It's just sort of placed on the side of it.
It is, but then it's like a big U shape, and it goes around the assembly, but it doesn't touch it.
Yeah.
You can sort of see it there.
Yeah. Julian says, ditto Mikey regarding the box set. Also, Danger UXB, Family at War, and a couple of others. I haven't got Danger UXB. I seem to remember that was quite good. Jim says, frankly, I'm surprised YouTube hasn't censored the channel that has those scenes to view. Yeah. I think what happens is they put them up, and then after a while they get taken down.
Yeah.
Because I've got like partway through series of programs like that, and all of a sudden the channel just disappears. Dave says, John, are you building that ball, Panzer?
I am. Not particularly well, but I am.
You've got so such a low opinion of your own work, haven't you? Or is it false modesty?
Oh, no, just, it is what it is.
I have that on my hand. It is what it is.
Oh, a tattoo?
Yeah, it's on the side of my hand.
Yeah, it's just like John's work. It's upside down.
Oh, I know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Very cool.
Yeah. Martin says, no. Dave says, there we go. Dave says, cool.
Cool.
And he says, I like the odd looking armor kits. Yeah. Cool Kugel. He says, I like the odd looking armor kit. And Duke says, I watched Danger UXB when I was a kid, as well as Family at War. Martin says, my granddad was a regular, not a conscript, so after serving in Burma, he was stationed in India. During India's independence and the partition, etc., he loved it. It ain't half hot, Mum.
He would. Yeah. My grandfather was there like earlier. He left there in 40.
Oh,
41 before the Japanese sort of had the fear coming through. He was a member of the Black Watch, apparently.
ooh. That's cool. Jim says, Jim, it's probably because it's comedy. They leave chasing up to copyright holders. Maybe why it disappears after a while, Mikey. Yeah. It's nothing to do with the fact that it's comedy because YouTube don't care about that. If it gets flagged up as, if their AI flags it up as copyright infringement, or if the copyright owner flags it up as copyright infringement, then they just strike it or give you a warning depending on what the person wants to do. Kevin says, good day, everyone. Good day, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
I need to find a nice wood colour.
Come on, get up. Son of a bitch. Or at least thin cotton bud.
Cool.
Yeah. Doesn't look too bad now. It's not so much that I can't paint over it anyway. What was I doing? I was doing it. Ooh, it's gone quiet now.
Yeah.
It's because we're all concentrating.
Yeah. I can hear Kay arguing with the council on the phone.
God.
So it's going to be a fun day when that happens.
Oh, yes.
Jay says, my granddad, as far as the family knows, served in the army post-wars, reserved occupation, but his photo album was one from Christmas 1944, which was odd.
All right.
See, my granddad didn't serve because he was only born in 1940. And I don't know what my great-granddad did. I know my granddad's uncle was in Burma and he was captured.
Right.
And he was, in the film Return from the River Kwai, when the transport ship gets sunk and they get picked up by an American submarine.
Yeah.
Well, he was one of the POWs that was picked up by the submarine in real life.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And then he eventually got back to Liverpool docks. We lived in St. Helens, so he stole a push bike and rode it home back to St. Helens, which isn't too far. And when he got home, he had to show his mum his ration book because his mum wouldn't believe who he was, because he'd left to go to war at 16 stone with bright red hair and came back about 8 stone with white hair after only like 4 years.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, 2 seconds, everyone.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Um,
To be honest, I think I'd be the same. I wouldn't be able to recognise anyone like that.
Dum, 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 dum. Where's my... Looking for a radiator in this box of bits. A radiator somewhere. There's a radiator fan bracket.
Oh.
PE5.
Graham's asking what I'm painting. I am painting.
Oh, there it is.
I can't remember what do you call them?
The thing riding the pug.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the thing.
I think.
Orc. It's an orc riding a pug. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Orc riding a pug. I've got his. He's like a flat. He's like a banner person, so I've got that there as well to paint. I'm just waiting for these bits to dry.
There you go. Sorry about that. Kate just came in to tell me what was been discussed.
What's occurring?
Well, I'll have to tell you off stream.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's not bad news. It's just to do with like the rent and stuff.
I just wanted to say what's occurring.
You got to do it in a Welsh accent, though.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
What's occurring? Matt says YouTube just censored. YouTube just censored me again. I think my throat just censored me. Jesus. Throat's gone dry. Bloody diabetes. Jim says, a bit of help. Can anyone tell me what Humbrol colour 130 is?
Yeah.
White.
There we go.
It's
really,
yeah. You can get it in acrylics, like the dropper bottles, but they're mostly enamel paints, which is satin white.
Satin white, boy.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
130. Oh, yeah. It would have been easy to look it up on the net, wouldn't it? Oh, because these aren't in order.
It's a white enamel, John.
Okay. Oh, yes, satin white.
Nigel says, my granddad served in First World War in the Royal Horse Artillery, and he and his horse captain made it home. That's cool.
Nice.
Oh, right. Well, no horses ever came back to Australia. We have big quarantine rules.
Well, a lot of them got butchered. A lot of the British ones got butchered, didn't they?
That's a reference.
Oh, 2 seconds.
Yeah. Julian says satin white. That is. George Davis is in. Says hello all.
Hello, George.
Right. Hello, George. Julian says hi, George. Joe says morning, afternoon. Hello, Joe.
Afternoon.
George says hello, Julian. And Jim says thank you, Tiffany and Julian.
No worries.
There you go. That is why they are modmins. Ooh, Julian, guess what I ordered last night? I ordered some books, but I ordered Welsh books. So I ordered like Welsh dictionary things like that to help me. Oh, it's called the Welsh Learners Dictionary. So it's not just got the words in; it's got a lot of phrases and things like that in as well. Because I want to learn more of my language, my native language. I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Because I'm sad like that. Gary says, or Waitrose says, my paternal grandfather went to D-Day by mistake. Ooh, that's a hell of a mistake to make. That's from a lower low, isn't it? What a mistake to make. Do you know what? I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Oh, I wish I could. You know what? Where's my bloody pliers? Sick of catching his bloody handle, this paintbrush on me microphone. There you go. Won't happen no more. I'll cut the handle off. June says, have you read the book of Taliesin, Mike? I haven't. Matt says, the pet food industry came about as a result of the First World War and what they did with all the mules, particularly after the Great War. Yes. And the real horrible thing was if you look at the photos, when they're putting the horses and the mules down and butchering them, they're actually doing it in front of the other horses waiting in a queue, which is quite horrific and cruel. Jane says, yes, that was Italian captain and hello, Mike. Nice. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, what a mistake to make. Sonic says, speaking of a pair of spanners, I might get a couple of adjustable ones and try to sort the tracking on my car and save a few bob paying a mechanic. Don't do that. Don't mess with the tracking. Always get a mechanic to do tracking, because if you get it wrong, you'll ruin your suspension, your bearings, your tires, everything.
I did tell you to just go to Beardy and get it done.
Yeah. You can't adjust tracking just with a spanner. You have to have the lights to check it and things, and you have to have these metal bars that go on either side of that go on the wheel, and it tells you the camber and everything, because it's not just the toe in, toe out, it's also the camber that you got to get right. And if you get it wrong, you'll knack your suspension strut and everything, and your bearings. Nigel says, Deep Purple made an album called The Book of Taliesin. There we go. Now we know. The more you know. Yeah, I've literally just cut the handle off my paintbrush because I got fed up with it catching on the microphone. Because that's the length of the handle.
Bloody hell.
And every time I turned the paintbrush over, it got caught, so I cut it off.
Actually driving down to Sydney tomorrow, well, with my darling wife. Erin, the daughter, who lives in Townsville, she's flying down to, well, we're flying down to, well, not personally, you know what I mean, to Sydney to see a show, Hadestown, and staying for about 3 days, I think, and then heading back up. So it'll be good to see her again.
Yeah. She'll turn up with her SLR and greens.
Yeah. Which means I'll probably miss the Models for Heroes live stream tomorrow, but I don't think anyone would notice.
Are you saying you're going to have to miss the Models for Heroes one and then come on to this one on Thursday?
You sound so happy about that.
I just realised what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I just know what's going to happen. That's why.
Well,
and I think you do as well, don't you, John?
I think we're in unprecedented times. That's for sure.
Yes.
Family comes first.
Well, good way to look at it.
I think you need to sand down that bit where I've cut off. It's a bit sharp.
So these are like I'm just preparing bits. This is all the bits that will go on the inside of the two hemispheres. So these are magazines for the Machine guns. Could be interesting enough.
Find a bloody flat file anymore. There you go.
Should have magazine because it's going to be a golf ball. Should have magazines of rolls of sandpaper.
I mean, it's going to be a cricket ball, but yeah.
What did I say?
Golf ball.
Oh, yeah, not golf.
No, different game. And that would be a lot more difficult to reproduce.
Well,
with all the dimples.
Yeah.
Joe says, having a quick cup of coffee with Mardi Gras king cake before a round of thunder. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, stay safe.
They sound like good band names. Mardi Gras King Cake and what this the Thunder. Yeah, it sounds like a good album.
Martin says, different time, different standards, and by the end of the war, I would imagine that they became somewhat immune to the horrors they had seen, so butchering mules probably didn't even register yet.
Yeah, it's probably true. Wasn't there. It sounds awful regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, it's horror. It's sad, and what makes it even worse when you look at the photos, you can see that the horse directly behind the one that's being butchered is terrified. It looks frightened.
Right. Yeah. I'll paint these all white and then paint the magazines separately with a brush, because otherwise, because these little tiny magazines, it's got a white bar across the top, and
yeah,
painted gunmetal. What do they want? They actually, they want black magazine.
Yeah,
probably right. I don't know. The gun's gunmetal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. Jim says Nigel is Deep Purple's second album. There we go. Let's get a bit warm from there.
Deep Purple is another good name for a band.
Funny that, isn't it? Considering the word. Do you know, I'm actually quite enjoying doing this. Something quite satisfying about it for some reason.
Oh. It would be, because it's substandard.
Thanks for the criticism, Git. Love you, though. Yeah. So what you got planned for the rest of the week, John? Or then go and see your daughter?
Oh, no real plans.
Yeah.
No, just hanging.
Yeah.
I do want to. Yeah, there's a couple of things I want to look into, but I don't think anybody needs to know about that.
Well, don't forget, on Thursday night, 8 p.m. UK time, whatever time, I think that's 8 p.m. UK time. That's about 7 o'clock your time, isn't it, in the morning? But there's Gary, the live stream on Gary stuff, which should be fun.
Yeah.
Go me! I worked out the international time. Woohoo!
Yeah, you did. For now, while it's daylight savings.
Yeah.
Hours change again soon, don't they?
Yep.
Soon enough. Yeah. For us, it's around about close to Anzac Day.
Yeah.
26th of. Oh, sorry, 25th of April. What am I thinking?
Yeah. Sonic says, if it descended into toilet humour, would that be pretty bog standard? Ha ha ha.
See, I laughed too hard then because, I'm infantile.
Yeah, because you have the mind of a 12-year-old. So, yeah. Speaking of birthdays before, I was talking to modders the other day.
You?
And I'm not very happy with modders as Sonic because they bought me a birthday present.
What?
You should be.
Yes. I don't want to know what it is. I want it to be a surprise. But I think they're very silly for buying it for me, whatever it is.
We do it because we love you, you silly bugger.
But what me and modders said was, because my birthday's on the Saturday, I'll open it on the live on the Friday.
Yes.
We'll pretend it's my birthday then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, well said. I think you'll love it.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll. I'll appreciate it, whatever it is.
I cannot wait to see your reaction. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I do think you're very silly, though. Martin says the village is called Chipley. And Jim says, spring forward in the US this coming Sunday at 2 a.m. Central CDT.
Oh. CDT.
What's CDT?
Central Daylight Time, maybe?
Could be. Chicago Daylight Time. Yeah. But it's a city, so they get a lot less sunlight at reaching ground level. What else could it be? Let's make up what it could be.
I'm thinking Chicago District team, but I don't know if that makes any sense. You're cheating, you good minute.
I'm not.
I'm actually intrigued now.
Clocks change. 30th of March.
Yep, Mother's Day.
Yep, I was go back 30th. I was changing 30th of March.
But shush, don't tell my mum that I know when Mother's Day is.
9 months after Father's Day.
I need to get my mum something. I just don't know what to get her this year.
I usually forget because I don't keep. Whilst I know what day it is because of obviously live streams and stuff, I have trouble remembering what date we're on rather than what day we're on. Ooh, I'm liking this. I'm really looking forward to putting some of the blues on this. Martin says that last comment made no sense without the comment which was censored about a memorial to horses in Chipley. It's really quite a moving bronze of a trooper comforting his fallen steed. Oh wow, that sounds beautiful. I'll have to look for a picture of that. That sounds really nice. Did you know the village up the road from us in Brentford, they've got a pet cemetery there, and they're actually making a national war memorial to service animals.
All right.
Yeah. So to like the disposal dogs and the pigeons and things like that, which I think is actually a pretty nice thing to do. Waitrose says US time zones are Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific time, plus Hawaii, of course, but they don't do daylight savings being closer to the equator. So, what does CDT stand for? Other than
Central District?
possibly?
I don't know. Help us, Jim.
Computer design technology?
Well, in America, they've got daylight savings.
Craft design technology. That's what it was when we were in school, craft design technology. It's where we used to do woodwork and things. June says, drops a link in Discord to photos of a distant relative did from the front line in World War One. Ernest Brooks, the most prolific war photographer in World War One. Yeah. It's really weird with World War One because the only photos from the front line are either official ones. The ones that weren't official were illegal at the time because British troops were forbidden from taking cameras to the front line. So the only way they could take them was by sneaking them in their kit. And they could actually be sent to prison if they got caught. Because they wanted the only sort of reports and narratives and stuff from the front line to be the government approved ones.
So then they want propaganda become exposed, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost everything they know, is it?
Yeah.
Although we'll not get into that because of politics.
Whereas the Germans, on the other hand, they actually didn't. They weren't bothered about their soldiers taking cameras. They're actually fine with it, which I think is interesting. Joe says Central. There we go. Jim says Central Daylight Time. Fall back. The fall back. It becomes Central Standard Time. Oh, right, got you. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. Now we know. See, every day's an education on this channel. I think I'm going to have to do some airbrushing on this. Not that I think you're going to see it all this white when it's done anyway. But hopefully, if I do a thin enough layer, then it should at least provide highlights and lowlights. June says, link to the Chipley War Memorial in Discord, Mikey. Thank you very much, buddy. Oh, God, next to us, dog's yapping. Little ankle biter. I feel sorry for her in a way because she never takes it out for walks or anything. She leaves it in the house when she goes to work, and then it stays in the house when she's at home. And she's got bloody 2 sons that could walk it for her because they both live there. And they're only teenagers. Saying that, other than when she's going to work, you never see her come out the house. So, Sonic says, instead of having to change the clocks twice a year, just change them by half an hour and save all the hassle. Yeah, but that means for half the year, you'd be half an hour early, and the other half, you'd be half an hour late.
I mean, the middle.
Kaylee says, laugh out loud. Is Kaylee back? She went for a wonder.
Hello, Kaylee.
Do a thin layer of white on that side. Martin said, just posted a pic of Memorial to 58th London Horse Memorial in Discord. Nice. And Katie says, not great. Oh, sweetie. Oh, that is beautiful. There you go, John.
Oh, that's cool.
That's beautiful, that, isn't it?
John is currently muted.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I love that. That statue in the foreground's not bad, but that satellite dish, it's beautiful. No, that's a most impressive memorial. That very tastefully done.
Kay says, not in a good mood. I will like and go. Oh, sweet, bless you. Don't worry, won't be long now, darling. I'll come sit with you in a bit. You be all right. And Sonic says, if you ever want to talk, Kay, you know where we are. Right here on the live stream.
Hey, like and subscribe.
Oh, don't say the forbidden phrase.
It's just John giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Again.
Oh, yeah, because I've got my own forbidden phrase I'm not allowed to say. Squirrel.
Oh, yeah, I got to make a sticker for that, haven't I? Hey, bless you. Katie's liked the stream. Thank you, lovely. Every little thing. You're going to be all right.
Every little thing.
Nearly. I love you, but I may have to kill you.
Don't make me come over there.
My life's gone all out of focus. There we go. Oh, and Modders has just dropped out.
Oh
dear.
Just you and me. So I can sing now.
It's getting all intimate, John. Hello.
Oh.
Well, hello there. Graham said, work forces me to drop off. Have a great day, all. Have a great day, Graham.
Cheers.
Katie says, if you want a coffee, let me know. I would love a coffee. Thank you very much, darling. That'd make me very happy. Yes. I never say no to a cup of coffee.
I will, because it's what 25 to midnight. So I'll just I'll give it a miss.
It's all right. Your alcohol will counteract it anyway, won't it? Oh, Tiff's internet has gone off.
Oh,
that's unusual. Okay, well, looks like it really is just us two then. Well, John, you'd bet you never thought you'd be spending your night with me. That's not disturbing at all.
No, I'm just like hitting the emergency stop button.
And then there was one.
Yes. Not weird at all.
Hello, Kaylee. Oh, why Kaylee?
It's asleep up now.
Ah.
I didn't sleep last night, kept tossing and turning.
Yeah. Bless her. She didn't sleep properly last night.
Oh.
She got up at 4 o'clock. Yeah. So what have I got planned for the rest of the week? Do you know what? I was thinking about this last night. You know that Land Rover I'm making?
Yes.
I'm actually really enjoying it. And it's bringing... One thing I was thinking about last night is I think when I'm making Land Rovers, it sort of takes me back to a happy place because I loved working on it so much. I seem to connect a lot more with Land Rover models than I do with other models.
Fair enough.
Makes me relaxed. I just completely went into what I was doing again, which I haven't done for a while.
Good.
Yeah. Obviously, whenever I'm doing models at the minute, it's catching up for live streams and things. So I'm always thinking about what to do on the live streams and what else I need to do.
I know something you'd have to do in a live stream. Keep doing the comments because Modders isn't here.
Yes.
And I don't have access because I'm not trusted.
It's not that I'm only allowed one person. Oh, hang on. There we go. Martin says, I stood and shed a tear looking at it. It was an emotional day. We had just been to the grave of my wife's uncle who served at the Somme. We were the first to go to his grave in 90 years. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Sad. Jim says, can I get a cup of coffee too, please? Tiff says, it always goes weird when I'm swapping suppliers. Yeah. Duke says, and you think that I'm creepy, Mikey? Ha ha ha. Do you two need some time? Sonic says, think it's back. Tiff says, even though I don't change till the 17th. Yeah. So one thing I was thinking about last night, John, is obviously all the people I grew up with, they all lived in the same town. We all went to the same school for 14 years. So we all learned the same language. We had the same culture, the same background and things. And yet, I have more in common with you and Gary than what I do with any of them.
Syphilis.
Oh, yay! Yeah, I was just thinking last night. How strange is that?
Well, I don't know. Just I had a conversation today with a mate I used to work with on Hornets, and I haven't spoken to him about 6 months or so, but he's been in a bad way. On and off, and he's telling me all about that. And we got talking about you know, how we're sort of coping with because as we're talking, all the F-35s were coming home and stuff like that, and can't help but hear them. And we're just talking about we don't miss that. Just having to get all the bloody planes out by a certain time. Oh my God, it's just there's no way I want to go back to that crap.
Yeah. I think it's more the camaraderie, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I guess there's a lot of miss. Certainly, I don't miss the Orions, but the Hercs and working, around those. It's probably the highlight of my career. Yeah, and the people around them.
Yeah. See, I found that whilst I loved working on the vehicles and stuff, especially like Land Rovers and things, I didn't have that much of a good time in terms of the people I worked with. Because I always fitted in more with the more senior ranks than what I did with the people my own age and rank.
Yeah, I felt that way too.
Yeah. And I found that since I've left and become, joined M4H and stuff, I seem to have found sort of my place in the world, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like I say, I've got more in common with you, Gary Evans, even Malcolm and that. than what I've had with, people I actually worked with, people I've grew up with.
Well, it's that whole sort of thing. Like, you come across friends and people, you're just like, they're somewhat proud of the fact that I don't have a bookshelf. And you think, well, that's nothing to boast about, is it?
Yeah. But yeah, this is what I mean when I was saying about Land Rover. So I went into myself and just completely focused on the task. And it just allowed me to have these really deep thoughts again. And it's really nice. Because it actually made me feel quite sentimental about, all the stuff that we do on live streams and Friends of Models for Heroes, Models for Heroes, and all the stuff that Models for Heroes has given me. And I don't mean that in terms of model kits, but I mean in terms of emotionally and, friendships and things like that. And coping skills and things.
So I'll put an advert in here, the 48 in 48, which is it's a fundraising event. It's an annual fundraising event organised by the model officer, who is James Skiffins, one of the co-presenters of a scale modelling podcast called Just Making Conversation. Basically, hang out with your mates, talk about whatever you want, and everyone just sitting at the bench or your own respective benches, just chugging away at whatever kit you'd like, just any unstarted kit, and all the details are to be found at 48-48.org.
As if by magic, it appears on the screen.
There you go.
Yeah. Nice segue, John. I like it.
Here's the thing. Did you know that dash in the middle there?
Yeah.
So did you call it a hack in the army?
No, hyphen.
A hyphen. Okay. So what about? Okay. Is so weird?
Because if you have a double barrel name, it's hyphenated.
Yeah, that's right. But you see, like a dash like that. Say in Air Force, it was a dash.
Yeah.
Because we dash from one place to another. In Navy, Australian Navy, they call it a tack because they tack against the wind. And
we were educated in the army.
Yeah, Australian Army call it a hack because they hack through the jungle and stuff. I just thought that was so weird. That then you come across somebody from another service and it's all just like, well, I don't believe you.
Sonic says, the internet keeps connecting and disconnecting. And he says, Johnorrhea. Junior says, laugh out loud, Sonic. Marta says, Thomas was a Grenadier Guard and was killed on October 1916. He had fought through the really bloody days of the Somme, but was hit by an artillery shell in the rear trenches. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. Gary Stuff says, question for John, should I be getting some detailing stuff for the Qatari Spitfire? It's the Mark 1 early, like instrument panels, etc.
No, you won't need any instrument panels or anything else. What I found, the only extra bit I put on my kit was a... just see if it's here. No, I bought an extra harness. So it's one of the... I can't remember the brand name, but it's literally fabric and brass buckles and stuff. Where is that? Yeah, but that's the only thing. The seatbelt, you have a choice of seats in the kit. One is with and one is without seatbelts. I've heard that you don't need to embellish it at all. I bought one of those kits. I think it lifts it enough to warrant it. Everything else I did out of box. You don't need anything at all.
Cool. There you go. Hopefully that answers your question, Gary. See, even the great and powerful was. I mean, Gary comes and asks questions here at Beardy Veteran Creates. Gary Stuff says, I really effing miss it. Yeah, I do. But on the other hand, if the four of us hadn't left, we wouldn't have met each other. Because we all left at different times and we were all in different branches and different trades. Oh, that's an interesting thought. June says, especially me, because I'm a lot younger than the rest of you. June says, talking of changing internet suppliers, a friend left Virgin and they claim to have deactivated his ISP email, but they hadn't. All they've done is remove their spam filter. Alrighty then. Yeah, cool. There's the link to 4848. Do go and check it out. On there, you can find the presenters. You can even find a picture of John because he's one of the presenters for the Australian team. You can find what's going to be available for the auctions, timetables, different links to the different sponsors and things like that. There you go. Go and check it out. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's for me. It's one of the highlights of my calendar year. I think there's people from different countries that I only sort of catch up with. I listen to podcasts from America, and that's the other modelers. But I never actually talk to them. And hanging out with those guys on the streams, it's a really good. It's almost like a reunion every year.
Yeah.
It'll be only the third year that. Or is it? Hang on, let me think. No, I've done it for 3 years. This will be the fourth.
There you go. Julian says, I think it's the same in a lot of close-knit working teams, Mikey. I'm on a Facebook group of ex-employees of my last employer. Yeah, aren't they usually the groups where they spend most of the time bad-mouthing the company, though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim says Smith, Dorian, Hua Belisha, and Sackville West. Okay. Gary says, cheers, John. Jim says, Babington, Smith, Pine, Coffin. What are you on about? I have no idea.
Another great name for a band.
Oh, okay. Wait Rose says, I didn't have a trade. I just lifted heavy things and saluted. You weren't part of the Queen's Colour Squadron, were you? As it were. As it was at the time. With your light up SA-80s. Oh, sorry, back then it'd been light up SLRs. With the glow in the dark things on your wrists and things. Dancing to the YMCA as you march about. Julian says, Martin, what battalion of the Grenadiers? I have their war diaries from World War One. Cool. Oh, British. Jim's on about British dual last names. Got it. There you go. Double barrel names.
Oh, there we go. So, Gary, it was an HGW model seatbelt set for the Qatari Spitfire.
There you go. If you put the link in the private chat, John, I can share it on there for I think that'd be a fun idea to do. It should be helpful, I think, for
him. Knowing Gary, he'll probably find it quicker than I could.
He says, no, he applied for the Queen's Colour Squadron when it wasn't an ABBA tribute squadron, but left before the transfer came through. What
the hell?
What?
That's weird. Oh, just trying to get my little...
You can make them into a Madonna bra.
I could.
Martin says, the next kit up on my bench after the Barry Sheen bike is the Qatari Brian Lane Spitfire.
Ah, very good choice.
Julian says, Julian, I have got all the diaries as my late wife bought them along with trench maps, etc. Nice. I've got trench maps. I really like them. They're nice pieces. I've got one in a frame on my wall. I've got to get a frame for the other one as well. Julian said, admittedly, the group is survivors, but to be honest, the only thing we have in common is the employer, and they are rarely mentioned. Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. I've got more in common with John, Gary Morris and Gary Evans than what I've got with anyone else I've worked with or I went to school with. It's a strange thought. Like I said, especially given the age difference.
Yeah.
Because I think you're 20 years older than me, aren't you, John?
Oh, so yeah. So my wife keeps on. Oh my God, as she said the other day. No, I think I mentioned this in the stream the other day. She said like someone or other in the news or whatever was, I think, 60. And she said, yeah, they don't look too good for 60. She said, you'll be handsome at 60 before the end of this decade. And just like, she built me up and then dropped me. Just I can't understand. Why would you do that?
She's good at that, Bron, isn't she? June. Oh, I've just read that one. Silly boy. Sonic says St. John Smythe. Yes. Jim says, Julian, not all friendship groups of former employees are complaint fests. Bonds of friendship are formed amongst co-workers and sometimes after they no longer work together. Yeah. I don't know. I've never worked for a company that it fosters that sort of stuff, to be honest. Certainly didn't. I've never worked for a company that inspires that sort of camaraderie. The only thing that seems to unite most people is being against the bosses over here. Oops. Do you know what? This is actually starting to look like the sea a little bit. I wish I could thin that bit down. That's annoying. There you go. Let's thin in a little bit. I don't like sharp lines. Right. That's a bit better.
All right.
We've got 7 minutes left.
Yeah. So I worked out why those bits weren't fitting. So one of these is for the outside, the sphere, and one is for the inside. So it was curving up instead of down. That's why it didn't fit. I had it on backwards. Who'd have thought?
Seriously? You did it again?
I didn't glue it, but I was struggling with fit issues.
So we've done quite well today. We've had some laughs. We've had some deep discussion. Yeah. And we've done some modelling, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Julian says, Forces War Records compiled records of most battalions from the Orbat records. So if you know when a person died, you can tell where they were and what they were doing. Yeah.
I need to look
Julian
up my great-grandfather, his service, because he served in the Boer War and then First of all, he was in, I think, Fromel. Probably the Somme.
Yeah. Jim says, Jim, that's what I was saying. Martin, I have the whole Somme area trench maps framed in the bedroom. Julian, I'll go find his service number and all the rest of his details. Perhaps not today, but for the Discord, maybe. Yeah. Jim says, Julian, my apologies, Julian. That last comment was modified and shouldn't have been addressed to you personally. Beg your pardon, mate. We're all very polite on here, aren't we? It's lovely. Anyway, we have got 5 minutes to go, John.
Okay. Let me.
Because I was enjoying it.
All right, so I'll show you what I'm doing then, because I can.
Yeah.
So these are the outer sort of bits for the ball swivel mounts for the guns, which are there. The guns are there. The magazines are there. Just doing all that together. So putting the outer sort of ball mounts there. So that's sort of it. This bit's all together. It's glued. It's finally glued. That's nice. I'll probably drop that off. So this needs. I was going to wash this today and sort of do a bit of that. I'll do that off camera. Sort of, dirty this up, make it look like it's working and worn and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's and a bit more rust, proper rust colours on the exhaust there, and the yada. But generally, the all the middle bit is done. There's a set of there's like a clutch and a couple of pedals in the kit on the sprues, but they're not in the instructions, and there's nowhere for them to go. But
yeah,
he's got two little tillers beside his seat there, so I painted them red because I can. But yeah, there you go. And linkage
nice
back
work,
to
John.
the middle of the gearbox.
Yeah.
And I've just knocked that exhaust pipe again. Oh no, still on. Hooray.
Nice work, buddy. June says, no worries, Jim. Internet conversations are a pain in the bum. Martin says, I'll stick a pic of Thomas in the Discord. Nice. Really be nice to see him. Jim says, thanks, Julian. You're a good man. He is. Joe, we were saying that in the car yesterday. Because Kay was saying about how Julian and her were bouncing off each other yesterday in the chat. And I said, well, he's a good bloke. I said, yeah, he's lovely, he's Julian. Julian says, would it be wrong of me to say your ball's looking very good, John?
Not at all. You're only human.
Well, yes. It's when if you do it with a warm chamois leather in your hand that we start getting worried.
Yeah.
So for me, I've been doing that, adding sort of crest of the waves and stuff to it. So I've done some dry brushing on this side. I've just got to do more across the rest of it. And then when the paint comes, I can start painting the water. I think it's looking all right so far.
It is. It's looking great.
If you look at it from that angle, there you go. It's starting to look pretty cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is me.
Which way are you around? That way.
Switch that light off because it's annoying. Right. Joe says, love conversations. We come from different places, but if you look at it, we're all the same. I'm 63, not a veteran like my sons or my father and uncles. In law enforcement for 38 years, finally relaxing. Yeah.
Law enforcement. Wow.
Yeah. I was ambulance service, but only for a few years. And I did it as a volunteer first responder. So, yeah. That was interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool indeed. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks for the chat, everyone.
Yeah. In fact, yeah, I can. 2 seconds. I shall create. If you want to carry on chatting with everyone, Joe, I will put the link to the Discord in the chat for you. If I can remember how to do it.
Easy. Get Tiff to do it.
But Tiff's not here.
No.
There you go. Right. So you can find us in there pretty much every day, because even when they start the day, they're all welcoming each other and saying good morning to each other. So if anyone if you want to join the Discord, feel free. Have a natter. There's quite a few veterans in there. There's a lot of non-veterans in there as well. Oh, Tiff's put it in. There you go. I've put it in. Tiff says, sorry about the internet. Hopefully it'll be okay for streaming tomorrow. Thank you all for joining us today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. There we go. Thank you very much, modders. June says, it's not the chamois that worries me, Mikey. It's the sandpaper. That would chafe. Marty says, he's just put a pic of Thomas in Discord. I'm getting good at this technology stuff. You are, buddy. We've got the links to the Discord. There we go. Either one of them should work, I think. Joe says, okay. And Julian says, great stream as always. No need to apologise, Tiff. Out of your control. Yeah. And if it was within your control, then you'd have to apologise, apparently.
Profusely.
Oh, yes. Right. Are we ready to say goodbye, John?
Sure, why not?
Sure. Don't forget, we'll be back on Thursday at 11 o'clock with the, what's it called, John?
It's, the Sonderkraft Fahrzeug 251/8. Krankenpanzerwagen. Got there in the end.
Yes, so we've got that at 11 o'clock Thursday morning, and then 8 o'clock I will be on 8 o'clock Thursday. I will be back on Gary stuff whilst he's helping him do his live. So do go and check it out. So it's a lot of fun. Fun. Right. See you all Thursday.
Sure.
Bye.